Well, we are going to start our simple and practical IELTS lesson, which is very useful for you for your IELTS exam. Especially this lesson will be very useful for IELTS beginners. Today we are going to discuss the uses of always, never and often. All three uses together. Let's jump into the lesson. I always clean my backyard all Fridays. We can say, I always clean my backyard. Here the word always has been used just before the verb. You can never use the word always at the beginning of the sentence or at the end of the sentence. Now look at this example. She always cleans her backyard on Fridays. Here in this sentence, the subject she is singular. It's a singular subject. Therefore, we have added S sound to the verb. It's a simple present tense sentence. In simple present tense, if the subject is singular, we have to add an S sound to the verb. She cleans her backyard. But we don't use that S sound with I and you. Except I and you with other singular subjects, you have to use the letter S at the end of the verb. She cleans her backyard on Fridays. She always cleans her backyard. Remember, you have to use the word always just before the verb. What is the verb here? Cleans. She always cleans. Now look at the second example given here. I always eat healthy food. Here the subject is I. When the subject is I or you, you don't have to add that S sound to the verb. I eat healthy food. I normally eat healthy food. I usually eat healthy food. It's a habitual action. That is simple present tense. Now here, in this sentence, the word always has been used just before the verb. I always eat. I always eat healthy food. Next example. Sam always hangs out with his best friend. This is a simple present tense sentence. What is the subject here? The word Sam. Sam is a singular subject. So we have added a sound to the verb hang out. Then it becomes hangs out. The word always has been used just before the verb. Sam always hangs out with his best friend. What does hang out mean? Hang out means spending time with friends. The word always has been used just before the verb. Remember, you can never use the word always at the beginning of the sentence or at the end of the sentence. Next example. They always win because of their coach. They win. They normally win. They usually win because of their coach. He is a professional. We have used the word always just before the verb. What is the verb here? Win. They always win. And you can never say always they win or they win always. Always they win is wrong. They win always, wrong. Then what is the right way? What is the correct sentence? They always win. The word always should be here in the middle of the sentence just before the verb. Now look at this example given here. The police always catch the culprits. The police catch the culprits. That is what the police normally do. The police catch the thieves. The police always catch the culprits. You have to use the word always just before the verb. What is the verb here? The verb catch. Catch is the verb. So we have used the word always just before the verb. Now look at this example given here. We never use these plates. Now we are discussing about the use of never. You have to use the word never just before the verb. What is the verb here in this sentence? Use. We never use these plates. They were a gift from my grandparents. Therefore, I never used them. Look at this example given here. He never talks to me. This is a singular sentence. The subject he is singular. So we have added a sound to the verb. He talks. He never talks to me. I don't think he likes me very much, as I think he doesn't like me. He never talks to me. The word never should be used just before the verb. Look at this example given here. I never stay up until midnight. You have to use the word never in the middle of the sentence just before the verb. What is the verb here in this sentence? Stay up. I never stay up until midnight. I always go to sleep before 10. The word always has been used just before the verb go to sleep. What is the verb in the second sentence? Go to sleep. I always go to sleep before 10. I never stay up until midnight. Next example. I go out with my friends often. Here in this sentence, we are discussing the use of often. There are two pronunciations for this word. Often and often. Both are possible. Here in this sentence, we have used the word often at the end of the sentence. What does often mean? Often means frequently, many times. I go out with my friends many times, frequently. I go out with my friends often. We often make special meals for our parents. Here we have used the word often just before the verb. Remember, you can use it at the end of the sentence as well. We make special meals for our parents often. Here in this sentence, we have used the word often just before the verb. We often make special meals for our parents. Now look at this sentence here. He often calls me late at night. Late at night. Around 12 midnight. He usually calls me. He often calls me. Often means frequently, many times. He often calls me. This is a simple present tense sentence. Here in this sentence, the subject is singular. He. So we have added a sound to the verb. He calls. He calls me. And the word often should be used just before the verb. He often calls me late at night. I hope you got something out of this lesson. I am going to wind up today's discussion. And don't forget to subscribe this channel. If you need to join my IELTS classes or our diploma class, you can call on 076 760 9005. And don't forget to write your comments in the comment section below. Write some sentences by using the sentence pattern that we have given you today. Thanks for watching. Wish you all the best.